Before we get into this evening's live, I would just like to touch base on a few things and the reason why I decided to come live here on the Sunday evening. We just had the daily close here, so it's or the weekly close on the weekly candle, so it's nice to see how that shaked out. It'll be nice to see this little volume spike that was taking place with XRP and XLM, whether it plays out or not. We'll decide that on this live. We'll see how it plays out. But we don't want to get ahead of ourselves and be like, oh, it's just going to go all the way up. But there was a volume surge here, and it's a pretty substantial one here in the smaller time frame. So we'll definitely take a look at that. Theta Chella's welcoming and happy Sunday to you. And remember, don't forget to give thanks to the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ here on this beautiful Sunday evening that we get to spend together here. Ryan Eisenhower, welcome in. Adam Z, good evening. Give me some good news. I still hold my 100,000 coins. I haven't sold even at 126. Hope you're right about 136 next. Well, even if it goes to 136, that doesn't mean it can't come down to 92. That's the thing. Like, we could very easily still come to 92 cents and not break this pattern, but we'll see if this bull flag plays out without any further consolidation. But the rest of the market is showing some signs of waking up here, so we'll see. Mark, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XRP Predictor. George, good evening, along with Daniel. Thank you both for being in Tom's Army for over 3 months with the XRP Meteor. Got scanned and lost 1241, and I gotta see what that said. Papa Wheelie, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for your 2nd month with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. Apologize if I missed some of you. It's going quickly. Brian, welcome in, Louisville. JB, Zam, good evening. Took my first profit since 2021. Beautiful. Beautiful. I finally got to sell my side bag that I bought at 38 cents. You guys know the story. I talked about it earlier. But the way that I had set up my XRP, it played out so perfectly when it hit $1.20. Because I have my cold wallet storage that has 11,000 plus that I don't touch. But as you know, back in 2000, or back when it hit 38 cents here earlier in the year, I bought 4,800 more strategically on top of, what I decided to keep. What I sold out of the XRP Bitcoin pairing was another thing. But I kept it, and I needed $1.20, and now it paid off the entire holdings of XRP. And now my 11,000 plus are on the house. Warren Buffett taught me a long time ago, once you hit a couple 100%, you make sure you have what you need. You have the overages, and then once you hit it, you sell off the overages. You get all of your money back of the initial investment. So that was $5,800 I sold off, and that gets to be reinvested into other projects. So it's an interesting thing that was taught, but everybody keeps asking, well, what do I do with mine? My cold wallet that I never want to touch isn't touched. That 34-cent buy has never been touched. I didn't know I was going to get a 38-cent buy a year later. It just happened to play out. I did some math, and that's what I came up with. It cost me $1,800. Got to sell it for about $5,800 roughly, and it paid off my XRP bag. I'm not even selling my initial investment. Oh, you don't need to sell your initial investment. I'm telling you the way that I trade things. I think that's smart. I think that's smart. But then like what I own, I have spot holdings of HBAR, ZIL, DGB, VChain, XLM, XRP, VELO. What else do I have spot holdings of? XRP Healthcare. Ones I always talk about. I don't talk about them all the time, but these are what I hold, so I don't always talk about it. But those are my spot positioning. But I mean, I feel like we did have a nice volume spike here, so I wanted to get some stuff out of the way. We'll go over the liquidation zones, like the shorts versus longs. I know we opened up some liquidity gaps, which is nice, which is real nice. Hi, Tom Solo. What is your best estimate for the potential of this run? Thanks for your expert guidance. John, I honestly don't know. I haven't been looking at it close enough. See, a lot of people have Solo or Corium, and my Solo or Corium is XRP Healthcare. That's mine that I watch closely like that within the ecosystem. Which we'll go over XRP Healthcare this evening, as well as it's up a good 100 and something percent in the last couple days, which is awesome. We'll go over Ethereum. We'll go over Bitcoin, because we talked about how, like with Ethereum, that inverse head and shoulders, that is still very intriguing. And if it does play out that way, it looks like a big bull flag there too. So it seems like Ethereum's getting ready to make this push up. And that's where I targeted it. It almost came all the way back through here as well. It already hit this consolidation. Where did the... Well, it doesn't look as good now. I don't know where the downtrending resistance when it just kind of disappeared. So now it's very hard to see what happened. Hold on. Let me, I'm not sure what I did there. Somehow I deleted this, but it was much easier to see what was going on when this was like this, because it actually back tested this. And that's how I had it set up. And I believe Ethereum's getting ready for a big move. Just a big move, but you know, you never know. You never know. So make sure to hit that like button so YouTube does recommend this live. We'll get into this volume spike, whether it's something of significance or if it's something that's trying to get a little more people here on the Sunday evening. But it's always nice if we can front run the market on a Sunday evening and the ETFs come in, you know, we front run ETFs would be great. Oh, we're going to do a VELO update, Shane. I have spot on VELO, so we'll definitely, if you've noticed, we've been looking at VELO almost every time I come on here now because I feel like we're close. I feel like we're very close on VELO. And I have like, what is it, 75,000 in my spot positioning. And then I also have a leverage trade opened up, a 5x one, which is, that's something in my own personal that I do. But yeah, we'll definitely look at that. So make sure that like button so YouTube does recommend this. By being recommended, we can pass through the algorithm and YouTube will recommend it and more people will find us. The update this morning has like 3,700 views. 2,000 of those views are from YouTube recommendations. So it's fantastic how we can evolve this community. Seen a couple donations here. So let me say thank you to those first real quick when the comments come back up. Shane, thank you so much for the $2 donation. We'll get the VELO. Nick Morales, thank you so much for the $4.99 donation. That's awesome. And I believe you shared in the comments about the FVG, so thank you so much for that information as well. It was a Nick, and I think it was you, to be honest. There's a few Nicks, but I think it was you. Jose, thank you so much for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon Badge. The Gatman, welcome in. Sorry, some of you. I've missed some of you because it's moving so fast. Papa says, need fairing for my new sport bike to come in so I can make it pretty and sell for dollars to put into VELO and VeChain. Yes, VeChain is another one. I think I said I own VeChain. Own VeChain as well. I love it. And Tanya's the reason I own HBAR. So when she knows where I bought it back, a lot of you do. And thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon Badge, Tanya. Soul, welcome in. Biotech. Syrian, welcome in. And thanks for being in Tom's Army for 3+ months with the XRP Meteor. I really, really appreciate that. And Song Crothers, welcome in. My main man from Maine. Another trusted mod. We got a beautiful crowd in here this evening. Sean knows a bit or two about selling out some of your profits and putting into some of your other things. He made a nice killing on Turbo, and he was able to parlay those profits into other projects that he appreciates. Jose, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for 2+ years with the XP 589 Moon Badge, and also sending a $9.99 donation. Incredibly generous of the audience this evening. It's like the 3rd or 4th donation. That's incredibly awesome. Like seriously, that's awesome. That is awesome. Jordan re-ups in Tom's Army for his 3rd month plus with the XRP Meteor. Thank you so much for that, Jordan. Jorge, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over for your 2nd month with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News, and also being a very trusted mod. Sorry I was talking so fast, I forgot to breathe. Sometimes it happens, I forget to breathe. But I feel good. I just took my herbal, I call it my herbal concoction. Biotech, welcome in. TI on total crypto market cap. We can get into the total. You know what? We'll start with the total crypto market cap, because you know what? You can't know the whole crypto market, even by looking at Bitcoin, unless you know what's going on with the total crypto market cap. This was my expectation here of the total crypto market cap. Assuming my my understanding of what I'm seeing here is correct, and this is actually kind of like a bull flag consolidation. I see or some kind of consolidation here, like bullish. I think this is a bullish consolidation. But I mean, it could bounce down if it breaks this area here. That to me looks like a flag that's formed and it's just going to shoot out. It almost looks like it was waiting for the end of for Sunday evening. But I'm looking at this 2 ways. One, you can look like this, and it's going to come up here, and even if it's bearish, it could open up like that, which you know, that could kind of form into a rising, let's just say you want to break out of this bullish when it comes back to the top. But yeah, but my expectation was to come up there. But if you start looking at it like this, you've got two different ways to look at this pattern. You can either look at it like that, which I think would be one way, but I think if you're trying to get like the most efficient way of doing it, you'd look at it like this. Because that just opens up the gap too much. I just think you look at it like this. You don't split hairs. You don't worry about it on the total crypto market cap, and then we know what we're doing. And I think we're possibly pushing bullish here. I think it was a big consolidation that we just had, and a lot of people think we just flipped bearish, but that's what happens after big moves in the market. You have to dump off how we did, 20%, 25% after big run up so that you can continue up. Yes, my love. Ooh. How's T?
I haven't peeked up.
Because he stopped making noise.
No, it's gonna peek up.
After the shower?
Yeah.
Do you need me to get you a towel?
No, I got
They're in the, I have some in the dryer.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the wash.
Yeah, there's some in there too, I believe. Okay, I love you. If you need me, get me, okay?
Sorry, I'll turn it off.
No, you're fine. So what do we think? Do we think that's like bull flaggy? Because if it breaks up, it goes to 3.299 trillion, and that's what it seems like it wants to do. If it breaks down, you know, we always have the target here. I'm not going to keep the arrow, but we'll put this in. We'll put this in. No, definitely not that. Let's see. I don't like that color. I can live with that. So that would be the breakdown target. And then the break up target, let's put this in yellow because we color code things here now. So there, the break up target would be there at $3.22 trillion. And that would give us right now on the total crypto market cap, if it breaks up, about 9% move. If it breaks down, it's about 3% to the bottom of this uptrending support. So that's where we're standing. If we get some volume to come in, it could get hot. It always makes you wonder why the volume comes in when it does. But we've looked like we've reversed this possibly into a pullback to retest some of these higher points. And I undid all of the technicals on XLM because I want to do this together with all of you. But first, we got to get an XRP. So, did I ever do the intro? Did I do the intro? I just need to know. Did I ever timestamp this? Oh my God, 213 people here already. Please make sure to hit that like button. Please, those recommendations, only 33% of you roughly have hit that like button. We could make such a big dent if you just hit that like button. It'll pass us through the algorithm. And being recommended by YouTube, we can really, really pass this. And we're a place of positivity of here. I see a world with such hate that I don't do it that way. We're positivity over negativity. We're helpful, not hurtful here. So make sure the positivity over negativity. We're not the victim here. We're the winner. We've never been the victim. We never have been. We never will be. We're the winners here because we have all the information from an education and news and charting perspective here. So kill with kindness, as I say. The light will dampen the darkness, but you need the darkness to let the light truly shine through. So good evening. 8:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, November 17th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So you can see it even in the monthly. We've had a nice candle here in the monthly. This is on BITUNIX, but I'm hoping for a price pullback to around that. We could. That's why, just because I'm talking about the move to $1.35 or $1.36 and then for XLM around 35, that doesn't mean we can't get the drop down first, because with XRP, there's a glaring spot. Here, let's go to XRP first. There's a glaring spot, and this is actually a wider pattern. It actually formed out wider, which is an interesting pattern. But let's go to the other chart, because it actually shows us where we could come back and a reason why it wouldn't be a unexpected bounce back. Now, with the way it bounced up, you would expect like it bounced around here. If it comes down, that breakout of the rising channel resistance could be a spot right here. It would bounce down and it could retest the breakout of the rising channel, and that would be at 91.35. Now, right now, it is showing an inverted hammer candle. right now. This is an inverted hammer, like a really nice inverted hammer if it actually plays out. Now, it's only an hour and 6 minutes into the candle, but that would suggest a little bit of a bullish tug here if it plays out properly. If it breaks down 91.35 would definitely. I won't buy XRP sub $1. If it goes down sub 40, I'll buy it. That's my positioning. There's no reason for me to buy it. I have everything I want. I've got everything I want and then some now. Because I have no personal investment anymore. And I still have almost 12,000 tokens. Which my goal was 10,000. So no, I have no reason to. No. Oh yeah, Casper. We talked about that for several days. How it had to pump eventually. I think it went up like 80 or 90% all of a sudden, and then it was more than that still. But with XRP, with XLM, what I was trying to show you was, I think it was more glaring on XLM when it actually happened. That looks like a little flags formed here for XRP in the very short time frame. Yeah, see, that was XLM that showed that little bit of a spike there. Like XLM had a nice little spike there. We'll see if we get carryover. Some of the charts though, you can see how we in the smaller time frames here, it's definitely picked up some volume. So some kind of interest is starting here now. It's just a small uptick, but you look for these little tugs here where all of a sudden you're getting 50, 40, 30,000 in every 5 minutes. And then XLM puts in 600,000 or 500,000. XRP, you try to look for these smaller segments where, hey, are we getting a flip somehow in the volume, somehow, some way? Well, on that entire dive down, I never seen anything that was like, wow, this is a crazy dump down volume. No, in fact, I feel like we haven't had the retest of the top side yet. Even this candle right here looks like an inverted hammer. Many might think that's a very bearish candle. That actually looks like an inverted hammer to me. And if that's the case, because a lot of people say gravestone, but I think that pulled down enough and it's big enough to where that's actually an inverted hammer, which means this is bullish in this area. It's just looking for more support, which it came down to here to $1.02. Now we've swung back to $1.07. We've never tested back up to this top. It's very unusual to break down like back to 92 without retesting the high and getting rejected. You don't often see it because there's a gap that fills from that swing high back down. Then it'll fill that and then it'll come down if it needs to, typically in form like an M top in reverse or something. Has had more volume than Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yeah, it's had a lot of volume. We'll get into the XRP volume too, actually. I've got some cool little things we can look at, as you guys, well, some of you know if you're familiar. I'm trying to keep my emotion in check because I know we're in for a big moment here. We're in for a big moment. And on the retest down, look how the volume dropped off. Big volume on the way up when it was right here and it started pulling down. Volume didn't cooperate with it, especially on this right here. If there was a bit of a bigger surge, we would have come down a lot farther. Now, this is still a nice looking candle. It didn't give up much of this negative side of it. So we could get this surge back up. I would be shocked if we don't get a retest back up before a further drop if it's coming. But I wouldn't say shocked, because I've been a bit disappointed at times when, you know, I look at a chart and I'm like, oh, this is where the obvious spot would be. Then it comes down like 6-7% just to go back up. And we had an awesome breakdown here with not just XRP, but like if you start measuring them up, and we're going to do a nice job with XLM here in a minute. But we got a lot to go over with XRP first. But we had, in totality, because I like to look at the drawdown, and the drawdown was beautiful. Just beautiful. 21% drawdown here from the swing high to the swing low here in a matter of, what, a day? And that's what you need. You need big pull down so we can get this big push here. We need this corrective phase. I talk about this all the time. A lot of people get afraid of it. I'm not afraid of it. I need this. So XLM had a 22% drawdown. XRP had a 20.8% drawdown. So you need these if you want to have a drawback up and you want to have a retest. Now, when we get back up there, that's where it gets interesting, because look what XRP's done. And if you're new, I color code this, so I'll explain this how it goes. So all you have to do is follow the color code. And there's a lot to look at, so that's why I had to color code it. And I think this is a beautiful way to do an adaptation of what's going on. And I've had this out here for years. I've had this for years, and we just had to wait for it to play out properly. And now it is, fortunately. So right here is the cup. We have the rising channel. We broke down out of, lost about 40%, stayed within the handle because it's a cup and handle. The handle target, measuring the totality of this handle, was $1.18. Measure it with the white on the handle, color code it to the white up here, and it's $1.18, and we already hit that. Now, our actual full target here out of the cup, because you measure it by the depth of the cup, you put the depth of the cup measurement when you break the high from the cup, and then it's the measurement up, and that's $1.37 approximately. So that's where the technical target, its execution, and no, listen, the reason why I can't trade on Uphold, and that's a great response with Solo. I've had times with Solo where I've been up 70 to 100%. When I sell it on Uphold, they will literally take like 27 or 30% because of the sell execution. They'll say it's a high time of volatility, and it'll sell it for like a 27% differential. With Solo and Corium and some of the other ones like that, it sells them at a ridiculous differential. It used to do it to me on DGB and some other ones, so I had to stop trading on there. I could be up 100%, lose like 25% on the spot, because I would say that there's a wide spread because of unusual volatility. Well, technically, when you're normally going to sell, is going to be during a high time of volatility because you've got a major run or a major, you know what I mean. So yeah, there's a major spread there. So anyhow, so yeah, that's an issue. That's an issue because if you're up 75%, you can't get 75, and you can only get 45 or 50. It's a big difference. Because then if you lose, it's the same thing, except you're actually losing money. So anyhow, that's the cup and handle. So we still have that target at $1.37. Now, those aren't the ultimate targets by any means. I want to see what was Bitcoin doing. See, 90,000. Bitcoin, technically, if it can break out of this consolidation, has a target here, the 97, but the technical target out of Bitcoin is still at 120. It's already broke its cup and handle targets. So just like XRP, it broke past the handle target, and now it's trying to work on the actual cup realization. Just like XRP is still trying to work on the realization of the cup. Now, as I've said with XRP, the beauty of it is it's not tied down to just what Bitcoin does, because XRP has been in a 7-year consolidation. So where Bitcoin might be working at the totality here of this cup and handle, and I don't know if I can see the comments, but it might be working at a totality here of 121,000. XRP is working at a much higher totality than just its cup and handle. Remember, it's got a huge inverse head and shoulders, and the technical target, the short spot out of here with this inverse head and shoulders, the technical target with the short 7-year consolidation here, the first one is $2.22. If we can get past that cup and handle, hold it, and yada, yada, yada. The actual target out of the 7-year consolidation, roughly, that goes back to 2018, is $5.49. So it's not that it's something that I want to force to happen. This is something that is here by design, not because I'm saying it. It was just we had to be very patient, very, very patient. As it played out, and it's playing out, but, there's a lot of people from the sidelines that'll talk a lot and say a lot, but you have to have that foresight. See, it's been happening a lot more now, where it shadow bans my comments on here, so I have to go on my phone, it's a shame. It's a shame. Let's see. Yeah, Uphold sucks with its fees. Let's see. Funny, some people will believe it's true. Richard, what did Richard say? It bounced and retested certain levels. Rationally, it should take years until it ever hits 60K. Spot on. Okay, you guys are just talking in the comments. I'm sorry, I can't possibly go back to it all. But yeah, Casper was so beaten up that it had to. It had to eventually. But somebody asked me about VELO, so I want to take a look at VELO real quick. And I had Casper on there. I don't know why TradingView keeps deleting my stuff. I've been watching this for a long time, Casper, too, but A lot of times after an update, I notice I have to find myself keep re-updating this and uploading things and updating it and uploading things. We'll do it here with the spot crypto. But yeah, Casper, it had a big down, and now it's bounced off of that support structure. You should be able to still get up to about 2.9 on the short turn, so we'll see how that plays out. But definitely been on a banger. It definitely has. VELO, though, VELO, I don't know, it's taken a very long time, but I'm telling you, VELO's about to cook here. It has to. It's so far behind that it's allowed me to get even more and more because it's taken forever. So I've got like 75,000 tokens, and it's only gone up in totality from the bottom here when everything else has gone up magnificently. VELO's only up 34%. Everything else that I hold, everything, there's no exception except VELO, is up over 130, 150% in the same time period. VELO is going to cook. It's going to come up here eventually here to this next 30%. And then we're going to start talking because from where it's at, this next breakout point on VELO is about 19.9%. Then it has to come up here for about 40%. But if it breaks out of this entirely, finally, do you know how long it's been stuck in this? VELO's basically been stuck in this forever. And if it could finally break out of this, and it will, it's not an if, it's a win. And I promised myself with VELO, when it came and did these kind of consolidations, I would not miss it for this next massive utility run that it'll have. Because VELO's got massive potential. And that's why I've just been building up for a long time. And it's taken a while because it came back down and consolidated. But there's been a lot of momentum here that I've been trying to build on. So you figure if it comes all the way up here, that's another 130% from where we're at. And that's not even close to where it needs to go. VELO is one of those that has been so high up that when it finally starts running, and it'll come back here. These were the 21, and it does it, came all the way down, consolidates, but this is just like XRP Healthcare. It came out way too overvalued, and then once the utility died down from the bull run, it ended up consolidating. And look at this long-standing consolidation. Everybody knows when you have accumulation on tokens that matter, if you buy it at the right spot, it can be life-altering. And, you know, even where it's at right now, at 1.4 roughly, 1.37, if it comes all the way back up, I mean, you get the picture. If it just comes up to where it was at in 21, that's only $1. You're talking about 8,000%. That's a bit, I mean, and now you'd be like, well, what's the odds that VELO can come up there? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked because we do have to get moving here. We only got one live, but VELO circulating, whoops. Let's see, circulating supply. See the difference between XRP, VELO? VELO has 7.4 billion. So right now it's got about 1/8 the circulating supply of XRP right now. So I have very, 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 very high hopes for VELO going here in the future. So I hope I answered the questions on VELO. And the chart, actually, it's up 1.41% right now, but it's just, to me, it's a massive potential. That's one on the stellar. That's a stellar brainchild of XLM. So like XRP has its brainchilds and its ecosystem. VELO and SHX are the most efficient ones. I think VELO is going to shock the world. Stronghold will be good, but I think VELO is going to be unbelievable at some point. He looked a mess last night. Basically. What's my average on VELO? I would have to look. I bought some up on this run up. I bought some when it came back down here. I was very open about it. I bought some right here on this part. But my average, it's just below 1 cent. I can't tell you exactly how much lower. It's like 0.0094, but I definitely raised it up. I was doing my best to buy it in here. This is where I first started buying it. And then I failed to really recognize any profits. I kind of just let it go. I didn't have a ton though. See, I only had $300 or $400 right here. So when it came up and I was like, damn, I missed it. And then it didn't break out, so then I knew the consolidation didn't quite come down here, which leads me to believe that we might be closer than we think. And then with this utility run we're about to have, or that we're having, I bought more here. So it was about 0.008 because I started at 007 something, 009 something. But then I bought back here at 1.1 and 1.3, 1.2 or 1.3 today. I bought more at 1.38. Only because it's still, if it's in this consolidation, I'll keep buying it. It doesn't matter to me. As long as it's in this consolidation, I might just keep buying it every day till it breaks out, if I'm being honest. So, it's still a work in progress, my friend. This one is still a work in progress. I have about, I can tell you, and this one I have on HOTCOIN. Remember, the only reason I have I like HOTCOIN. Let me say that first. I actually really do like HOTCOIN. It was just the copy trading didn't work properly for us. But I'm not even going to hold them to it because the leverage works beautifully for me when I use it outside of copy trading. The spot trading's fantastic. They take care of me when it comes to the fees, you know, when we trade. So unlike Uphold where you're spending, you get cut up your left arm just to make a trade. So I really do like HOTCOIN. And that's, so I want to see exactly what's, right now it's 72,600 VELO. 72,600 VELO. So that's I think it's a cool thing. I think it's a cool thing, VELO. And if you're looking to buy VELO, just look in my video description below or in my homepage. I make it very simple for everybody. Hold on, I just wanted to tell Devin my average real quick. I just gotta go to I gotta open up the app. I would show it on my tablet, but I don't wanna. It's not that I don't trust everybody, but I gotta take my security very seriously. All right, I'm opening it. Okay, so Devin 009586 is my average buy-in, and it says it's up from where I bought it 46.06% right now. So I hope that answers your question. 009, no, I'm 00956 is the buy-in. But that's not where I bought the first one. That's just the average. It could have been lower than that by about 10 to 15%, if I'm being honest.
He's playing piano.
Is he? Oh, okay. Just winding down. Guys and gals, did anybody listen to me on Friday about gold and silver and B2 Gold and Fortuna Silver Mines? Because I invested. I couldn't resist. And I said, I have a feeling that gold and silver, it has to reverse here soon. At least for a small retest of this gigantic breakdown. And gold's off to a pretty decent start here on this Sunday evening. It's the biggest start it's had on Sunday in several weeks. And it's up 25 bucks right now. So we'll see if that continues. Got a strange feeling that we could be in for a nice little move here with commodities coming up here very shortly. So with XRP, now that I got over VELO, and I love VELO, and Tanya's here, so we're going to have to go over H-bar, because I friggin' love H-bar. If it wasn't for, look at H-bar, guys. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I bought H-bar because of Tanya, and when I rebought it back in, we're almost at a one-bagger, Tanya, once again. We're almost at a one-bagger here once again. Unbelievable. Tanya, I got to put my other chart on. You are my hero when it comes to H-bar, because I would have totally got left behind on H-bar. Devin, or wait a minute. Who was that? Devin was one of them, but somebody else with VELO was getting me into it so much that it actually made me look into it a lot last year. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, if I miss this, it's my own fault. What chart did I have it on? It might have been Binance. It was probably Binance. Maybe not the USDT. Maybe the other one. Ah, yes. Beautiful. Oh, perfect. I'm glad that I didn't delete this chart. This is where I got excited. Does anybody remember when the excitement happened? Oh, this is the old chart. We can't even show the excitement. This is my chart from when we did Winning Wednesdays and FOMO Fridays last year. Wow. All right, we're going to have to... I want to get a different chart because we're going to restart this. But it was... My buy-in this time was... But we'll go over it. We'll go over it. My God. My goodness. There's few times that you'll ever see me this excited. Here it is. Here's my chart. I knew it. I knew it would be Mexi because that's what I was using for a long time until they banned the USA. Oh my goodness. I knew H bar was so close. I knew it. And we were coming up to 12.5 cents again. I even I got all excited on the lives and I said, listen, guys and gals, I'm back in. And I remember it broke down here at 5.1 and I was originally going to buy it. No, this isn't it. We got to go. Oh yeah, this is. Because remember it came up here and I was going to buy it originally. And I was going to buy the retest and then it sank. And then when it started coming back up, I said, I got to buy. Got to buy. And then when it came right here. This is in November. We seen where it was about to break out. And I said, if you're going to buy it, you got to buy it now. Because would you rather buy it here at 4.8 cents? Or would you rather buy it up at 7.5, which it ended up appreciating to very quickly? Or are you going to wait until it goes all the way up to 12 cents? So to put it in perspective, I bought this at like 4.7 or 4.8 when we were discussing it on the air, and I've talked about it. And these ones for me, certain ones I have on crypto.com just because it's linked, it's verified. They have a crypto.com debit card, so I can actually spend a debit card like a Visa. And once I did more research about it, certain holdings I have on there now so that I can spend crypto. So I have my ZIL, my DGB, my HBAR, my XLM are all on there. And it's very easy to send it through ecosystem. So it's very easy to send some of my stuff over there. And yeah, so man, this is fucking crazy. So real quick, I promise I would show you this. There's the guru. That's funny. But if you're looking to find the exchange to do this, go to my homepage and click on here. You can just click on the BITUNIX thing and it'll show you links. It's actually easier than this. Just click on BITUNIX and then it'll show you. BITUNIX is where you can not only copy trade me, but you can trade XRP worldwide, USA, many other things. It's the lowest spot and leverage trading fees that I've come across. Crypto.com is where I buy my DGB. It's got ZIL. It's also got XLM for spot buys. XRP in the bunch, but that's where I have my XLM, DGB, ZIL, and HBAR right now. On HOTCOIN, that's where you can buy VELO and also BLOFIN. So either one are great options for the spot for VELO. So I split it up in ways so that I can have every token I want. My XRP's on my is in my cold wallet on Zaman. There's 11,222 XRP if anybody's wondering on my cold wallet. I had 4,800 on a side exchange that I saved from 38 cents until I could get $5,800 so I could pay off my initial investment and that additional one I bought at 38 cents so that I could ride risk-free forever and then also be invested in other projects. So it's something that was taught to me, not personally, but by watching Warren Buffett. So HBAR is telling us likely what's to come to the market, but it's so exciting when you own things. Let me see how many HBAR I own. I think it's 11,222 tokens. I always do the 222 at the end or somewhere in my numbers. So, and I'll get back to the chat. This is just we're starting to get a little bit of momentum here, and I like to be very transparent. Account. I have HBAR 11,222, the same amount of Stellar I have as well. ZIL I have 101,222. DGB I have 263,222. And that's what I have on there. So okay. So I mean I've got a healthy nest egg that I've been riding. So and I've added to it. I even added to DGB when it dropped down to 7.9 after having that huge run up. I bought another 100,000 DGB at 0079 a couple days. I think it was yesterday. I remember when I was doing my live, I talked about it. Because I'm not gonna not have what my plan is in my head. So I've been working very methodically, and I've been using my gains from all the leverage trading to expand. All right. Let's see. Hit the like button, people. Yes, please hit that like button. We have 317 people and only 182 likes. That's okay. That's probably an indictment on how I'm doing this live because I've been all over the place. All over the place. I can't even be mad. I'm actually really happy with everybody. Do you keep your VELO? Yeah, I keep it on the exchange. Everything is on the exchange right now except for XRP. XRP is the only thing I have in a wallet. Loyola City Talent, thank you for your 20th donation on the during the YouTube lives through Super Chat. I really appreciate that. The $5 donation says, thank you for all you do. I held through the spike at $1.26. The swings end up being 15 to 20 grand swings, but because of you, my average is 48 cents, holding for $5. Excellent. Now, I can never tell you what to do, whether it's to buy or sell, but I can only tell you what my plans are. And for my bag, this isn't where my plan was. Now, I always over-exaggerate some of my stuff when I buy certain things so that I can pay myself back. I've done that with everything I own. So there is small amounts that I have over the top of everything that I brought off that if I needed to, I could sell back to myself. XRP was just one that I had a certain amount. I seen an opportunity because of what happened with the lawsuit. I seen an opportunity when it came to 38 cents to where if I bought $1,800 there and I let it ride to $1.20, I could pay myself off for not just that side bag that I had for a swing trade, but also pay off my main bag with my swing bag and have my entire holdings of XRP free. Warren Buffett taught me a beautiful thing there. A beautiful thing with that. It's let me thrive so much. I can't describe how much easier it is to let something ride when it's all the house's money. You ever go to the casino and you bring $1,000 or $500 and you hit for $1,000, and now that $500 you're playing is the casino money and you put your original $500 or $1,000 back in your pocket? There's no sweeter play because it's on their dime. Even if you walk out with your initial $1,000, it's on their dime. There's no sweeter feeling. And you can also have more leniency. You can let yourself have more freedom and play and maybe take a little more of the gambling route. So for me, doing things like that, now it's allowed me to expand my VELO bag a little bit, expand my DGB bag by, double. That happened with that move. It happened simultaneously. After I sold that, then DGB was falling. And it ended up just being the perfect storm about 18 hours later or 17 hours later. But that's what I mean. Like, some people are like, aren't you afraid of missing out on the invest? No, I'm not. I already have what I want with XRP, but now because of that profit, I can now expand into other things. Like now, it's just, there's so many other things. Like XRP, yes, is my main bitch. Excuse my French. It's my main one. But I am XRP future millionaire with the side bet on XLM and future Digibite. OG for a reason. Not even mentioning DGB yet, but it's up 3.72%. H-bar, Tanya, are you still here? Mwah! 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 We're already up on H-bar in such a short amount of time. And I've had these targets out. This is why I didn't think we were breaking down. 4.8. Tanya, you are such a beautiful soul. 111% already on H-bar since we bought it back. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And like, I do have leverage trades. Like, I don't ever talk about it, but like on BLOFIN, it's still open. There's people that follow me on there. And we have a VELO trade open right now, but that's not where I want you to follow me. There's just people that have spilled over there. And I have a VELO, futures trade. But I have copy trading on BITUNIX. And right now, our trades were down earlier. And right now, our XLM trade's up 13%. Our Ethereum trade, which I have a little more than I normally do, is up 2.9%. And currently, we're up cumulatively, because it does the positions as a whole. It says we were up 173% overall, or $368. So we'll see. We'll see if we can bring this back, because the Ethereum position is actually like $7 in the hole still. I just averaged it in and out as it was dropping. So, but I'm still down on that position technically. So, but H-bar is absolutely running. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. I told you guys, we're going to be so rich. I know some of you have more wealth than you've ever imagined already, and we just started this. This is what it looks like now with the utility run. Notice the utility tokens are starting to do better than the others. This is what a utility run's going to look like. I'm so glad that I came live and H-bar's up 14%. Would it be bad of me to ask one person to join Tom's army? Just one person. Just one person. Is there one person out there that would join Tom's army and make me the happiest person in the world? Not that I'm already not the happiest person. The money is absolutely pouring in right now, just on investments. Like, not counting my spot positions in the last like 10 days from leverage and just trading, swing trading. And this is not spot bags. I'm up like $4,000. And it could be more because I had an impulse buy on Bitcoin, which was down $60. I had a 20x position on Bitcoin, which right now it's only up $36. It was a $303 purchase. I bought it at $90,220, and it went down to $89,400. I was down like $50. But I want to try to play this to 97,000, and I'm willing to risk like $100 of my own money. This isn't a copy trade, but it's up 14% right now. I have a feeling here. I just had a feeling. And I'm not afraid of my own actions. And if anybody wants to trade with me, it's on you if something happens. Like I say, expect to lose. But I mean, even if, and we're up more than that, guys. We're up more than the 180%. It's just I added more money. When I take that money out of there, it'll go back to the regular calculation. But I added more so I could have the XLM position on top of the Ethereum position, because I wasn't going to miss out on XLM after that. And I even had the margin all the way down to 9 cents. So I was letting it ride no matter what. So, and it just happens to move up. Wow, 2 people actually joined Tom's army, and one rejoined and one joined for the first time. Trisha, thank you so much for joining Tom's army for your first month. And I know it's your first month because that's the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. What a beautiful, beautiful gesture. I'm the happiest person in the world right now. And then Archie TV came back for more than his 3rd month now with the XRP Meteor. This is unbelievable, the generosity this audience just showed me. While we're watching some of this stuff pump, because isn't it beautiful to watch it together right now? My heart is like... Gala's up 4% now. VELO's up 1.6%. AMP is up 1.4%. Holy smokes. Oh yeah, Doge I have as well with Julie. It sits in her Robinhood wallet, but we rebought it back at 5.2 cents when I bought XRP long ago, and she's been holding it. So that's just about 10,200 or 300 tokens, just over 10,000 tokens. So she's had an incredible run with that. We're up, what is that, 800% right now roughly on Doge. Or 700%, 600%, I think 600, something like that. But yeah, I want to do one thing right now. I know sometimes it gets stressful. I know sometimes it becomes a very emotional, beautiful tug. And for me, I can already feel Monday, I might ship bricks. I'm not even joking. It might happen. Because if gold and silver pops off on Monday and my commodity stocks move, you know, you're talking about $12,000 right now are in commodities. And I reinvested. I sold B2 Gold at $3.32 and rebought at $2.68 or 69 or 67, 68. I think it was 68. I sold Fortuna Silver Mines at $5.32 and I rebought it back at $4.64. So like, if they end up popping off because gold and silver was getting beaten up, oh baby. Holy Toledo. Like I always say, I don't need your monetary donation, joining Tom's army, and just the YouTube super chats because I need it to live. It's more of a gesture of good faith and the fact that it's the pay it forward mentality, and you can see the time that I put in. It's not only aging me because every day I get a day older, but it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of work, and everybody should be, you know, in some small way, whether it's 10 cents, whether it's a like, whether it's a share, whether it's a comment, whether it's a thank you, whether it's a positive outflow in my community. In some way, I need some kind of measured motivation that feels like a pay it forward moment. Everything I do is pay it forward because I could do this on my own. And it's better together. That's all I'm going to say. If we win together, it's so much sweeter to win together. And if we lose, it's so much nicer to have the comfort of a group. That's all I'm going to say. It's nice when we win, but it's even more somber when we lose, but it can be a better experience because you learn. So ladies and gentlemen, I know what time it is. You know what time it is, and we're not going anywhere. This live isn't even close to being over. Ladies and gentlemen, the sun. Sunny days, we can't see you. All right, sunny days are here again. Oh, sunny days. Oh, what a day. Oh, sunny days. Oh, what a day. I wear glasses 'cause I can't see a motherfucking thing. Happy days. Oh, happy days. Oh, what a day. Oh, happy days. Oh, what a day. XRP will reign supreme. Let's just not get caught in the FUD. Oh, we're gonna crash and we did and we broke and we came and we went and we will and we won't and we did. Oh, yeah. Then we pumped. Then we didn't. Now we rise. They say we'll fall. Stay true. Stay blessed. Don't buy the bullshit. All right. So we got to continue moving on. But man, do I love this guy, XRP. He actually evolved into the sunflower. And some people might not like that bit of work. So real quick, just so I can make sure we have the right group of people here this evening, I would like to introduce you, to the sunflower. Because the sunflower, sometimes you need a good moment. So this was the first adaptation. I think I like when it rains. Okay, and now after XRP's run up, I think I like when it rains. Sometimes you gotta keep it light. I think I like... Hey, did that get my comments back? Well, how cool is that? Well, that's good to know. I just got to bring up a YouTube video when that happens. The stairs are much healthier. They sure are. It sure is much healthier to take the stairs. I agree with that. So let's take a look at this real quick. And we got a lot of things to look at for these liquidations. So right now we're spiking back in the long direction. Oh man, I'm so excited. XRP looks like it's rolling back towards 111. And it seems to be lining up just like we talked about when we started this live some 40 minutes ago. God, this makes me so happy. So happy. See, we lost 60 people there. 60, 70 people. That's incredible. Nobody likes the sun. But that's wrong because 222 likes. That's all. The angels are watching us. It's a good, beautiful evening. So 2.07 to 1 going long. 67.43% to 32.57% going short on XRP. In the 30-minute, we got 2.06 to 1, 67.35% going long, 32.65% going short. In the hourly, we have 2.08 to 1, 67.5% going long to 32.46% going short. In the 4-hourly and the daily, we've got 2.09 to 1 going long to short, 67.67% going long, 32.33% going short. If we take a look here at liquidations, we did exactly what we needed to do. Look at these short to long liquidations. We had long 16.99 million liquidated in longs here. That's exactly what we needed on the 16th into the 17th. Exactly what we needed. Exactly. Because now you open up the gap going back up. I'm telling you that it's so often how it works. We had 7.22 million in shorts liquidated, but 16.9 million in longs were liquidated right before what? Another push probably back to retest. So that's a big liquidation. Big liquidation. Volume today was soaring. I mean, look at that. It's just soaring. It's just off the charts here. Open interest was off the charts. Just off the charts. It's beautiful. Just a beautiful thing when you start looking at it. A little bit easier to see it if I look at it like this because we can read the pure numbers. But the open interest today was 1.3 billion. On XRP, 1.3 billion through some of the more notable ones. And you don't even see some of the other notable exchanges on here, but these are the ones that are pouring in the most volume here. It's just unbelievable. Liquidations, as we can see here on these, you had 13.8 million in longs, 7.5 million in shorts. This is the recipe for a bullish continuation here. Funding rates are still positive. And we've seen the open interest massive, just massive, absolutely massive. We've got crypto fear and greed index up to 83. Yesterday it was 90, so it cooled off a little bit. But like I said, Before this run started, you need greed. You need extreme greed to fear this, to push this move. Our positions, though, in copy trading are cooking right now. That XLM position's cooking now. It's absolutely cooking. Is XRP a good buy right now? No. Not to me. I mean, to somebody else it might be, but I don't buy XRP over 40 cents. So if I don't buy XRP at 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, I bought everything and planned the way I did for these moments. So I wouldn't have to worry about buying it. Is this a good time or is this? So it's a very risky time. I'll tell you that much. It's a very risky time because you could buy it right here and be down 30% while some of us are still up 100. That's why these are the tough times. This is where most people lose a lot of money. It's times like this. I'm not trying to be rude, but a lot of people will lose their shirt on these kind of moves. Like they just will. Our XLM position's up 40% right now. That's awesome. It's cooking. It's absolutely cooking. And right now, where would I target? At least a retest here. Just like I said to start, we're going to do the XLM chart now. XLM's cooking, H-bar's cooking. Doesn't it feel good to buy stuff? And it's not just one of your things. We bought utility, remember? Remember what I said? I won't buy anything but ISO and IoT tokens? There was a reason why I proclaimed that a long time ago. A long time ago. I wonder if I open up YouTube and I open a video, because last time I did this and then I turned it off.
XRP,
look at that. It brought the comments back. So if I just keep that to the side, my comments stay up. So I just need to keep a video of mine open in the background. And the comments came back. Can somebody comment so I can see if that actually works? Because that would be awesome to finally see that and understand that that actually works. My God, this is such a beautiful push here as well by XLM. It's a beautiful push. I mean, these are all beautiful. This is... I'm sorry, I'm babbling a lot, but when you've been preparing for this as long as I have, and then you see it playing out in real time, and I have a community that backed me, and we actually did this together, it's spectacular. So obviously it only works when I have that open, which is funny. It only works when I have that open. You know, for anybody who's never seen my content, I don't usually do this. There was one video I put out, and all you had to do is watch the 60-second video. I put the explosion imminent 6 days ago.
Future millionaire.
And some people call me a wizard, and it's because of moments like this.
Monday, November 11th, 2024.
And by the way, peep how much XRP's only up, and I'm all excited. It's because we broke a formation.
I don't even know what time it is, but it is 11:14 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is your daily XRP technical analysis. And man, is it going to feel good shortly. Unless XRP takes the biggest, most profound dive that we've ever seen. XRP is on the verge here, and more than just on the verge. We're up 0.75% to 59.39. I fully anticipate a move here to 64 cents. And if we can get on top of that rising channel resistance, we would have an open target up to not just 88, but 94, but the cup and handle target now. Remember, we broke out of the cup and handle and back tested it now. If we do push up to these next targets, our technical target's $1.20 roughly off this cup and handle.
And look at that was after a 1/4 move. And look, we already hit that $1.20 very quickly. It's because some people, when we did that live, they're like, Tom, why are you so excited? It's barely moved. It's because we broke the formation. Once you break the formation, you're going bonkers. You are going absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers, folks. You go absolutely bonkers, and that's what's starting to happen. That's what's starting to happen. So we got a quick 11.9% surge here for XLM. A very quick one. And I'm telling you guys, like, I don't get speechless often, but what could be next? And we're going to have much higher numbers back in 21 still from where like XLM is and some others. But it's our buying power. It's where we bought at. I couldn't have dreamed of these buy-ins in 21. Everything I held was not as cheap. Like XLM, my buy-in was at 8.8 cents. Like, to know that now, and as long as I had to sit in the position, it was up and down, left and right, kick me in the nuts while you go by, you know? But knowing what we've done now, it doesn't matter. None of that matters to me now. None of that matters. None of it matters. And like, what I do in the futures, I opened up a trade that was bigger than I wanted because I wanted to catch up on this first part of the move. It's up 43%. I'm closing 43% of the trade to lower the risk of some of the people in there because I only like to do it on a certain amount. So now that we've made, well, maybe I'm going to check it in a minute before I do that. But there's certain reasons I get excited, folks. And on that update, and I know I'm showing stuff from the past because I can dissect something so quickly. And if I just stay out of my own way with emotion, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it, but this already hit the technical target the first time up. And 23.4 cents is where we should be coming here. And if we get a rejection, we get a rejection. But if we get on top of it, it gets... I don't think a lot of people understand how quickly we can move here. I mean, the government printed 2 point whatever it was in Tether on Friday. Or not Friday, Thursday. And I told everybody when we were dumping, what a convenient, what a unbelievable event here for the government, that when they printed all this Tether, which was not to be printed into the money supply, that's digital Tether to be put into the crypto market to pump up shit. And they just happened to have all the market come down 15, 20, 25% right when they printed the Tether. What a stroke of luck. So this is where we're actually targeting for XLM short term. 29.9. So your first target's 23.4, which we've already hit. Second target over the top's 29.9. And anybody who's copy trading, this, don't think you're just going to go leverage trade and it's going to look this easy. Because earlier we were down $50 in the XLM trade. Or $40. And now it's up 100 and something. But, you know, like, I don't know. I don't know anymore. Because I just do this in real time, and I decided to let people try to join me, and if they were willing to risk it, they risk it. And I don't know, there's some kind of feeling and some kind of joy I get, because I'm not just doing this for myself. Like, the people who are copy trading me right now are up over $1,500. Like, it's one thing for me to make money, but I know that $1,500 to my audience, too, is just, it's a lot. You know, it's everything. Everything. I know how it was for me just a few short years ago. If I could have copy traded somebody and they were doing, oh my God, I would have fucking. So thank you guys, is what I'm saying. Thank you for putting the trust in me and for putting the faith in me. That's all I'm gonna say. So let me go through the comments. John, thank you so much for the $19.99 donation. Not only being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge, but that $19.99 donation, like I'm filled with so many emotions right now. I'm not sure what to say. I really am not. But because I have such a, I want to close part of this trade, 50% of it out, but I can't do it when it's still, because I don't want to have the people who are following me have such a big risk. Because I have the Ethereum trade open as well, which hasn't done anything yet. It's up 1%. But I decided to send money into this account and do this because I thought it was going to happen. And that's why I had my margin down to 9 cents. See, this is going to pull back at some point here after, just to consolidate, maybe down to here to 21.77. So it pushed up to 22.27. Okay, so nobody ever go broke. So I'm going to sell 50%, which is over the top of what I normally would have had with a position like this, I think. But again, I can't just do it in good faith when it's in a moment like this. What kind of fucking technicals would that be? Hey, let me just sell it out, just sell it out. I don't think so. No, XRP's up 7.5%. DGB 4.8. H-bar up 7.8. V-chain's up 2.5. ZIL up 2.7. I have a feeling VELO is going to wake up in a very big way, guys. In a very big way. It's only up 2.85%, but I think VELO is getting ready to wake up. And that's going to bring us up to 1.7. Oh my God. Like, my head's spinning. You know why my head's spinning? Because not too long ago when I looked at my crypto.com account, it had like $2,700 or $3,000 in it. And now I'm looking at my crypto.com account after all these rallies have happened. And like, I don't like to look at it because it starts to get to a point. Now all of a sudden, it's like $3,000 last week. It's up over 8,000. And that's just with my XLM, H-bar. And it was at 7,200 when I came on the live. But H-bar, ZIL, XLM. What's the other one I'm missing on there? Oh, DGB. Oh, how could I miss my baby? And then we put a lot of effort into this. We put a lot of effort into this. We put a lot of effort into this moment. And I told everybody the entire time, nobody gets rich when the run already happens. You have to practice, or you have to at least be consistent before the rally. Before the rally, guys. Oh my God, this is crazy. Angela says, hello, Tom. Hey, Tom, hello from Austin. You're doing a fantastic job. You're so welcome. I went to the bathroom 5 minutes and I come back and XLM's bangs up 15. Absolutely. That's what I was talking about earlier. That's why I took that leverage trade out for the community. And I had the margin at 9 cents because I was willing to let it go because I knew it had to at least come up and double top. Like I said, I would be shocked when we started this live if it didn't come up first to get rejected at least that 23.4. How do you put it in perspective, folks? You guys all know how it is to go to work and how long it takes you to make $1. So that position is up 61% right now. It's unbelievable. There's going to be some very happy people that are already happy copy trading me, but after this trade, they're gonna jump through the fucking roof. Our P&L in the copy trading in the last 7 days is $500+. We're up over $470 overall. Like I said, to do it together, there's something different. There's just something magical about it. And to do it with all of you live, I'm sorry, I can't get to all the comments just because I'm just watching this and my head is so awesome. Coins are making moves in hours that used to take. Absolutely. And have you guys noticed it's the utility tokens too that are having a field day? All the ones we talked about, ISO, IoT. You know which one is about to move? IOTA. IOTA is about to have a move. It already had a little bit of a move earlier. But it's come down like in this is going to have a big move. H-bar, yes, we talked about H-bar. It's up about 8% right now since the flip. XLM's up 16% now. And everybody always says, Tom, why do you own XLM and XRP? They're two separate entities. That's like saying, why do I have silver and gold? Look at this, folks. We are printing on our copy. We are up 72%. Oh, my God. Together. The people who have their money following me, they're up almost $2,000 now. Oh, my God. My margin's up to 719. Once this trade ends, I will close all of that out. And that'll be off of here. Once I can clear it, because I only like to have $170 at a time. But I had a strong conviction this was going to happen. So I went over zealous here because I really thought it was going to happen. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to protect profits here. And I'm going to close 50%. It wouldn't be a good thing for me not to. I'm going to take 50%, close that. So now we have that. Actually, you know what? It had an overzealous run. So I think I'm just going to close it. I think I'm going to close it because that's for all of the copiers. And now I can focus on the live. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. And now we can monitor our risk. And I have the Ethereum trade. So congratulations on that position. Unbelievable. That made us $130 on a $200 trade. That was a $130 profit. Right now, the copy traders, our P&L for the copiers is up $1,766. I don't know what to say. Like, this is gonna make me. And it hasn't even registered the new one. But thank you everybody who's copy trading. Like, thank you for putting your faith in me. I'm not saying this is gonna happen all the time, because there's gonna come a moment where we're gonna have some kind of, back and forth like we had the last couple days, even up and down, up and down. But I feel very confident in what I do, and I was tired of not showing this and sharing this with my audience. So I moved past a lot of things just to do this. So overall now, and we have the Ethereum position, and like I don't want to have to worry about this XLM position when it rallied that much, when I have a spot position. Like, it's not meant for more than what we just did. So overall, and I got to get back to the charts, we are up. It's fucking crazy. See if I can get some of this margin off. So I'm taking off from the lead account. I think it'll let me take out 347. Because I have to, it makes me leave 170, but there's already stuff that's inside of the Ethereum trade, so I can't take it all off. So right now I lowered our margin that's on here from 700. So I took basically $350 off. But right now, overall, we're up $485. We're up $485 in PNL. Julie, I closed that XLM trade. We made about 70% in the copy trade. Unbelievable. And now I can just enjoy this with the Ethereum trade open.
Are you still in your live?
How did, yeah, I'm in my, because things started running up during the live. There's 302 people in here. Yeah. If you want to join the copy trade, and thank you for the $2 donation. Like, seeing people make $1,700 off of those is just like, I get my self gratification from things other than like financial monetization or my financial gains and stuff like that. And seeing that, and I hear the horror stories from my audience all the time. So seeing that it's that big of a gain, that the audience has made $1,700 and we've only been doing this for like 28 days. If you want to join, and please expect to lose. I say this all the time. Expect to lose. If you join, just expect to lose. $170 is he asleep? $170 is all. Do you want to make a plan? You don't have to. Oh no, you can get a pre-roll. In the left cover. But all you need is $170, and you join through BITUNIX. Download it through my link. Deposit your money. Go to the copy trading and type in XRP Future Millionaire. There's 21 people following right now, and there's $3,963 of their money that they trust in my hands right now. I only do 5x trades to limit the risk, because it's just for me personally, I found my best rhythm when I can do that. And if if some people are like, well, he says it, but we can't really see it. So I'm very transparent with what I do. So like, if you're following me, $170 is the only risk you need. And then obviously if we lose some, if you want to top it off, you can. But 170 right now, there's more because of the good trades. But it's something. So you just click in here. Huh? What was that? Where was that from? Hold on. I gotta check something, everybody.
You heard it though, right?
Yeah, but it could have been a
like a package.
package. Yeah, a package. My door. I don't see anybody up here. Yeah. But I definitely heard something. But I got this thing on the door, so it would take something special to get through our doors. You know me, I'm on. So yeah. So that's how you do it. You go through BITUNIX if you want to do it, but please monitor your risk. This is not a guarantee. It is not a guarantee. And I'm not afraid to sell after I hit a push. Like, I try to get in before it happens. I'll sit through it. And then if anybody needs like evidence that this actually, you know, I'm not being a dick or I'm lying or something like that. This is our totality right now. That's our copy trading. We're up. And that's not even the real number, 228%, because it's got more margin in there than normal because of the made trade. Once it goes back down to 170, the ROI will go up. But the bottom line is we're up $485 in PNL right now. So, you know, and I'm comfortable in what I do now. I used to not be so comfortable with the copy trading, but I just trade like I normally would and I don't worry about it. And you won't hear me talk about it often unless there's something going on in the moment. But now let's get past that. Thank you all so much for participating and putting the trust in me, but we got to get past that. I just can't believe it. And you guys seen $1,700 is the P&L for the people that are following. Is there anybody who's in the copy trading that's watching right now? Is there anybody who's copy trading that's watching right now? Just out of curiosity. Man, I wish the comments would work, but it only actually pops up when
XRP future.
Nope, it didn't work this time. George is, Mark is, Brad is also in there. Excellent. Excellent. QE is in there as well. Beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. So you guys I'm sure you guys are enjoying that banger, and now you guys have spot position. So now you can just watch this after almost a 70%er. And we have Ethereum. But the good news with Ethereum, the max risk, the stop loss, and it's not going to happen. It's down at 2,900. But we're in the money on Ethereum now, too. That's a 5x $150 position. I had two open. I don't usually do that. But I had the Ethereum position that I thought was going to play out, so I had to put more money in. And I overzealously did it with XLM. I started at 3x, and then I raised it to 5x, had to raise the margin. And I wanted to keep it at 9 cents, where the liquidation was, and it just played out. And now look, it's coming down. We probably lost 15% already, but that's why I just do what I do. Should you use Coinbase? You can use whatever you feel is appropriate. Whatever you feel is appropriate, my friend. Oh, the moon rocks are fantastic. Me and Julie have tried those. Julie, did you want this? Okay. Yeah, I usually just roll the stuff, my flour, but sometimes they give us pre-rolls. Like every time I order from this one particular place, they give us a pre-roll, but I do tip rather well every time. I can't believe what just happened on the live. That position was down $37 when I started the live, and it ended up like $130 and 70%, like, or 68%. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We just watched XLM, Julie, go up 15% while we were live.
Crazy.
Not just that, I own H-bar. We watched that go up 11%. Now 13% for H-bar. This is unbelievable. XRP Healthcare, for anybody who owns it. I don't know how many in the audience own XRP Healthcare, but that's a gigantic bull flag. We are up right now. On totality, we went up 120. But right now, it's up 50% still in the last day. But that's a huge bull flag. This is going to double that move price. We're about to print. We're printing right now. So, you know, I can't tell everybody to take profits or to not to take profits. I'm not a financial advisor, but you do whatever your situation tells you to do. And nobody ever went broke taking profits. Don't listen to what everybody says. For anybody who calls you a fool for taking profits or saying you're doing it wrong, you're not. Because a bunch of people will call me a fool for selling that position with that much underhead, with being able to ride it for as long as I want. But I do things in a weird way. So here, Julie. You want to grab that one so we can ash? Yeah, I know you are. Do you want a night-night gummy? Okay. Here, guys, I got to grab something over Julie. We got a new member, Julie. That's our second one during the live. Another person did.
More than
Yeah, some other people. Thank you, Tristan, so much for joining Tom's Army for your first month with the emoji badge of me being abducted by aliens. That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Thank you so much for that. And I think XRP is behind XLM now. But I'm not willing to open up any more leverage for the copies, guys. I have Ethereum, and I have all these spots. We're going to sit back, and we're going to salivate over what we've just done. I can't believe it. Julie, the people copying are over $1,700 in profit. $1,700 in the profit. $1,700. Remember, money has to change hands one way or the other. It's either we're giving it to somebody or we're taking it from somebody. And I'd rather we take it from somebody than the alternative. What about breaking out, laugh out? It's the flower of life. You ain't no. Yes, yes, yes. Bitcoin dominance at 58%. Yeah, we can look at the Bitcoin down. Oh shit! Speaking of Bitcoin, I have my own personal trade on Bitcoin. That I didn't. That it's supposed to possibly play out to 97K. That's what I'm playing it out to. We'll see what happens. But the coin market cap for Bitcoin is, or the Bitcoin dominance is at 60 right now. It's at 60. It's not quite 58 yet. It's at 60. But you can definitely see we might be going into an alt season. But, I mean, we're already in an alt season, but we might be going into something more expansive. But see this V shape and this little recovery? Bitcoin could get hot here too. But I think the alts are going to run much faster than Bitcoin. That's why it's actually coming down. So, but I mean, Ethereum, I've been in this trade for a couple days now. Look at this. I still think the first target's 3,247, but Ethereum, I think it's going to bounce all the way up. So I don't know when I'm going to close that trade. I actually opened more. I only had $103 in it. I opened another 50 something dollars worth earlier when it was at about 3,100. So, but I can only go with what I feel. And like, this is what I do. So you guys are getting a small glimpse through the copy trading at a smaller scale of what I'm capable of. And I think sometimes, not just me, but it makes Julie's jaw drop too, doesn't it? Because it doesn't.
He surprises me.
And then like with profits from the trading over the last few days, we bought a new couch. And it's our first piece of furniture we bought new. Like we've had, yeah.
Since we've been together, like 10
The
years.
only thing we've ever bought was this chair.
Well, that was, I needed it.
Mm-hmm. So like
that was a good investment.
now we're starting to, because we bought our house and we paid it off after a while, and you know now we're starting to actually do the improvements, but crypto is going to pay my entire house improvement. I guarantee it, 100%. And I told everybody in my audience we were so early, and like even if you sold now, you've got 150, 200. Like I'm up on XRP. You know, like we've got profit is the point. So now you can do whatever you want. You've got to have your own destination and your own final target. Brandon sends a YouTube super chat and he says, thank you. His first YouTube super chat. Thanks for sharing your knowledge for free and always keeping it real. I try to do my best with keeping it real. Because I know when I first started, and I know some of you are probably like, why would you sell that when XLM's up 15% and cooking and you're up 67 or 65 or 68%, whatever it ended up being? Because after you have momentum, remember I said it should pull back. Once I realized it was at that break point, I sold it and I didn't look back, and it even went up. I could have made more. It probably went up another 7-8% I could have made. But now it's down, 25%, 20% from where I sold it, and it'd probably come back over it. But if you're in a move before it happens in your leverage trading, don't worry about the consolidator part. You can always buy back after. You can do whatever you need to do. But don't miss out on your move. Casper for Devon is up 7.7% right now on the day. But it's made a freaking phenomenal move. We were watching Casper for a long time waiting for this. 220% now. It's gone up in totality. That compares pretty evenly with XRP's move and some of our other ones. It compares pretty evenly. XRP went from roughly right here. I mean, that's up another 75 to 100% over XRP's total move here. Actually, it was about 70% bigger. So, beautiful. It's a perfect buy. But that happened to be Casper's bottom. XRP's bottom happened a while ago, but we did get another shot at 38. But my position that I hold is at 34 and some change. And in current times, it's up. Julie, my XRP position's up 225% right now. It was all the way up to 272. So see, I gave back 50% of my own position because it's not where I want it to go. I don't think this is it. I think we're finally heading into our utility run. I said, remember, the closer we get to 25, the better it's going to get. 24 was brutal, and I claimed it as a multi-year bear market, and once we got to 25, it could open up. It's not the rally of all rallies, but in 28 is where it really opens up. That 28 to 32, we're going to, if you're all here with me then, we're not going to have these same numbers. Some people think we're still going to be around here in 28. That's not what it is. But you have your biggest move for us if you bought it at the 30 cent, 35, under 50 cents, 75. At that point, anything under $1. But for us, I wanted it to be every time it went up $3.50, I made 1,000%. 10x my portfolio. That was my plan then, and I stuck to it. And not everybody has that kind of perseverance. But if I can do it with precious metals, I can do it with crypto. Precious metals taught me how to do this, thank God. Precious metals taught me how to. But guys, I'm gonna have to get going here because it's a school night. Julie's gonna be going to bed here. It's been an hour and 25 minutes of the most beautiful moments I could have ever had here with you guys. I'm glad that position played out in real time. XRP's up 5.4%, but I think it's getting ready for a move here. Look at this. It has to be. This looks like it wants to come up here. As long as it doesn't break 99 cents here, 99.9, it doesn't have to come to 91 right now. And now if we break the 118, we still need to come to the actual technical target here out of the cup and handle breakout at $1.37. So I hope you all had I hope you all learned a lot here during this live. I really do. I hope you all learned a lot here during this live. I really do. But man, what a great night. Yeah, we have to break $1.14. Excellent analysis, whoever just said that. DGB, you're going to see a lot more of DGB out of me. Little reversal here. Remember how we talked about the inverted hammer on some of the stuff that was disguised as like a gravestone and we thought it was an inverted hammer and it played out that way? Lot like that with DGB. A lot like that with DGB. The last thing I want to do is draw this little piece out for everybody so you can see where it broke out and where the target is. And I just wanted to, and this isn't where it broke out. Just this is my floor level here, just in case it ever comes back down here for first layer. But where we're looking at, whoops, is actually for me is right in here. So we were doing something like this, right? We consolidated through, we came down to the floor, and then over the top for DGB, we came from up here. And remember, mark my words, I've proclaimed forever that DGB will likely make us more profit in the end than XRP simply because it's so cheap. Simply because it had an unbelievable come down. It was at 18, 19 cents at the top. And it's at, well, when we bought it back, 0.00, I don't even know where it was at because I bought it twice. Like 0.006 something is my average on DGB. I'll say 0.065 because I bought some down and then some up. 0.065, 0.068, something below, whatever. Well below a penny when it starts to rally, because eventually we're going to start looking at this, and when you see where it goes, everybody's going, holy shit. It's DGB, it's ZIL, it's VChain, ones like that. XRP Healthcare especially, it's got no tokens. Its total circulating supply is so low. Look, it already had the first layer breakout. That's all it's doing is back testing that breakout. Once you get over this, I mean, you're clear. You got clearance for a little bit higher. You got the totality of this move. And then you're going to have the final part of this, which a lot of people, if you haven't watched me, that's the best part. So now you got to get over this, right? Now the best part is what was a lot of people might have thought was a bear flag. This is where DGB gets very, very, very interesting. If this doesn't break down, which it didn't, and it was a bullish consolidation at the bottom, from right here to right here, and that's a short measurement because I don't want to make everybody go nuts. But look at this. DGB's technically, it's preaching a move up to 1.35 cents out of this, and that's still a short target. But first you have to break out of here, then break here. The final target is here. So where DGB's at right now, to finish this move, that's 59%, right? From where we bought it because of the low price. I'll just say 0063, 64, 65, whatever. From right here, it's already up 65, but now where it's at, what's it at? Somewhere right here right now. It's up 37. In totality now, that's going to end up being a 114% move from the breakout. So, a lot of potential here on the charts. I look forward to seeing everybody in the morning. Hopefully, we continue riding hot here into the evening. H-bar is up 14.7% for us. Next target's 12.4 cents. Then it gets out of hand. If it breaks that, it's 21 cents. You guys think your portfolios are big now? Wait until you see what happens after your utility run. Have a blessed evening. H-bar up better than 15% now.